A casino resort looks like the ultimate friction-free monetary engine. You build a cathedral to human vice, charge double for vodka, and let basic probability strip mine thousands of willing participants every single hour. Zero inventory to rot. Zero manufacturing supply chains. Just raw, unadulterated mathematical edge wrapped in velvet and neon. It feels like printing currency with a license from the state. Except it isn't. The moment you step behind the velvet ropes, you realize a casino isn't a gambling business. It is an excruciatingly fragile commercial real estate matrix, bound to a hyperregulated liquidity trap, where a single microscopic statistical deviation can burn millions in cash flow before midnight. If you want to buy into the table, the buy-in tiers are brutally steep. At Tier 1, the regional slot parlor, you are dropping $30 to $50 million. You are dropping 300 electronic gaming machines into a strip mall footprint in Oklahoma or Pennsylvania. You are not selling glamour. You are selling convenience to retirees within a 40-minute drive. At Tier 2, the Metropolitan Gaming Resort, entry escalates to $400 million to $800 million. Now you are building a 500-room tower, 4 restaurant concepts, a nightclub, and 100,000 square feet of mixed table games and slots. You are fighting regional monopolies for middle-market weekenders. At Tier 3, the Strip Mega Resort, capital requirements exceed $3 billion to $6 billion. You are erecting a self-contained miniature city with 3,000 hotel rooms, Michelin-star dining, arenas, and deep-pocketed credit lines for international whales. Here, non-gaming revenue actually eclipses the casino floor. To understand how a casino actually survives, forget the roulette wheel. Look at the balance of net win versus coin-in. Coin-in is the total aggregate dollar amount wagered across every machine and table in your building. Net win, or casino hold, is the slice you keep after paying out winnings. On slot machines, your theoretical hold sits between 6 and 12%. On table games like Baccarat or Blackjack, your hold fluctuates wildly between 12 and 25% depending on player skill. The core operational metric every executive obsessively tracks is win per unit per day, or WMPU. It measures the precise net dollar yield every single slot cabinet or table generates over 24 hours. The counterintuitive paradox of the floor is that your most lucrative customer is almost never the high roller in the VIP salon dropping $50,000 a hand. The VIP requires massive rebates, lavish free suites, dedicated jet charters, and presents immense volatility. A single lucky night from a foreign whale can obliterate an entire quarter of casino earnings. Your real profit backbone is the low-friction slot floor regular. They sit at a multi-line penny slot machine, absorbing an 8% house edge with zero overhead, zero credit risk, and zero demand for bespoke catering. Every square inch of a casino floor is a weaponized spatial layout designed to manipulate physical movement and psychological time perception. There are no clocks, there are no exterior windows. The carpet patterns are deliberately chaotic and hypersaturated to keep eyes elevated toward visual attractions and illuminated displays. The layout utilizes a design theory known as Friedman curves, a maze-like, nonlinear floor arrangement with short sightlines that intentionally disorients visitors, forcing them to meander past hundreds of high-yield slot machines before reaching basic amenities like restrooms or elevators. Underneath the carpets lies the true invisible liability, the physical security and compliance apparatus. You are required by gaming commissions to maintain dedicated eye-in-the-sky surveillance coverage for every single square inch of table surface, cashier cage, and drop box. A 30-second blind spot on a high-limit blackjack table isn't just a security risk. It is an immediate regulatory violation that can trigger 6-figure daily fines or emergency license suspension. The fatal flaw of the casino business is its horrific capital structure combined with extreme fixed-cost rigidity. A mega-resort carries astronomical daily operational friction. Between thousands of unionized staff, continuous HVAC power consumption, security details, gaming taxes, and property debt, a property like the Wynn or Bellagio bleeds $2 to $3 million in cash every 24 hours just keeping the doors unlocked. If gaming volume drops 10%, your top line contracts immediately, but your massive debt service remains completely fixed. Consider the failure of the Revel casino in Atlantic City. Built for $2.4 billion and opened in 2012, it was designed as an ultra-luxury, smoke-free resort targeting high-end leisure travelers rather than traditional gamblers. The operational friction was catastrophic. Capitalized with immense high-yield debt during a regional market downturn, Revel could not generate the raw coin-in required to cover its interest payments and massive energy bills. It went bankrupt in less than 18 months, eventually selling for a humiliating $82 million, a 96% loss of invested capital. Or look at the downfall of the Aladdin Resort and Casino on the Las Vegas Strip. Rebuilt for $1.2 billion and reopened in 2000, it suffered from a fatal spatial layout mismatch. The casino floor was elevated above street level, forcing foot traffic through an adjacent shopping mall instead of directly onto the gaming floor. Casual tourists refused to navigate the confusing entrance pathways. Deprived of critical walking coin-in, the property failed to meet its debt obligations and filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy within 16 months of opening. Strip away the neon and the champagne, and a casino resort is simply a hyper-leveraged real estate box, monetizing statistical edge against relentless fixed overhead. Net operating margins in a mature market typically hover between 18 and 22%, provided your capital structure isn't suffocated by debt. The legendary tycoons who conquered this system, men like Kirk, Kerkorian, or Wynn, understood that the house doesn't win because it controls luck. The house wins because it owns the building, controls the floor layout, and stays capitalized long enough for basic probability to crush everyone else. Build the cathedral if you must. Just remember, the easiest way to walk out of a casino with a small fortune is to walk in with a large one.